All right, welcome back. What
Welcome
a
back.
exciting week of football, but before we
Not
dive
really,
in,
but yeah.
um, as always, brought to you by wannaparlay.com. So when you go on there to sign up, make sure you use that promo code JMP. Get your
Yep.
100% deposit match up to 250 bucks.
Minimum $10.
Free money. Make sure you use it. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
but diving into tonight's game, because we are still on week 3,
We already talked about that
uh,
in the last one, brother.
Detroit and
We can talk about
Baltimore.
it again if you want. Yeah.
All right, now we'll skip it then.
Yeah, I was gonna say we talked about it in the last one.
Miami and Buffalo. I thought,
We already talked about that too there, brother.
did we?
Yes. The last one we did was on Friday. That was the Thursday game.
Nice. Um, all right, you go first.
What do you mean I go first? We're just talking about
You,
the
yeah,
Jaguars and
yeah,
the
you go
Texans.
first.
What do you mean me go first? We're just talking about the Jaguars and the Texans.
Yeah, you go first. That's what I'm saying.
Well, all I pretty much have to say about this game is I thought that Jacksonville was gonna win, but it also kind of went exactly how I thought it was going to go. So I literally, oh, Jesus. Uh, I thought CJ Stroud was not going to play great. He didn't play great. I didn't, and like you were talking about on the last one, that him and Nico Collins, he'd need to have a better connection or whatever.
Well,
And
they did
they
this
had a
time.
better connection, but it didn't matter because Nico Collins had half of his yards. And then it was only 200. And then the second leading receiver on the team was 39 yards. So it didn't really matter.
Yeah,
And Nick
CJ
Chubb
Stroud
looks
just
like,
kind of sucks.
and and Nick Chubb didn't look good either. I mean, he had averaged 4 yards a carry, but I mean, he only had 38 yards. And Trevor Lawrence, I mean, he didn't look amazing, but I mean, they won the game.
No, CJ
So
Stroud had a better game than Trevor Lawrence did, but
I don't know about that. He threw 2 picks.
threw a touchdown.
Yeah,
Stroud
but I
finished with
mean,
a higher quarterback rating.
because he had a touchdown.
Yeah, better completion percentage. 25 and 38. Lawrence is 20 and 40.
I mean, let's be honest. They both weren't good. So
No, they weren't.
the The only seemed to be good player in that game was what's his name? Nico Collins.
Well, the Jags need to start getting Brian Thomas the ball more.
What did he
I
still?
mean,
He had 6 targets.
yeah, only 2 receptions. I wasn't that the same case last week where he had a lot of targets.
No, that was the week one. I think he had like 9 targets and 1 catch for 7 yards and a rushing touchdown. I don't know what
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know what
know.
they gotta do,
Um,
but they don't look good.
yeah, the week before against Cincy, he was targeted 12 times, caught 4, and
Yeah,
then week 1 he was targeted 7 times, caught 1.
that's what it was. Yeah, I mean,
I
right
mean,
now,
so not a good 3 weeks so
so
far.
what? He's got 6 catches on like 25 targets.
Yeah, not great. It's not a good stat to have after
No,
3 games.
not at all. I mean, like people, it seemed like were thinking that this division would be a little better, and it was because of the Texans, but they're 0-3, and the
Yeah,
Colts are
the
3-0.
Texans are just Texans are bad. There's
Yeah,
just no other way of
it
putting
sucks
it.
though. It sucks for them because their offense is really bad, but their defense is very good.
Yeah,
Like it's not like they're giving up a lot of points. Like
that's
that, what
kind of just like the
they're.
Steelers.
Hold on, why is this not loading? There we go. Um, like the most points they gave up this season is 20, and they haven't won a game yet.
Yeah, that's just really, really stinky offense. That's just not good.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like what's wrong with CJ Stroud. I don't know if it's their offensive coordinator or what, but they just look terrible. Like doesn't look like they can do anything.
Well, yeah, I mean Stroud looks bad. Their
Yeah.
running game has been bad.
And Mixon, I'm pretty sure they're saying like from what I've seen, he's like supposed to be out longer than 4 weeks. God damn.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
mean,
yeah. They're just gonna be playing for a good draft pick this year.
yeah.
So
I mean, it was it's just not a good. They just don't look good at all.
no, but
It's yeah, they're just bad. Fuck 'em.
yeah, they're bad. But moving on, I definitely thought Atlanta was going to cover the spread against Carolina.
Dude, you know what's funny? about this game. Like literally, I think it was either this morning or like when I woke up, not this morning, but or last night. I saw TikTok. It was Big Cat on like a podcast talking with John Gruden, and he was like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Panthers to cover the spread." And John Gruden goes, "Have you guys watched any football this year?" And he was like, "How are you? How Atlanta's been playing? How are you going to take?" Which I don't disagree with. I would have said the same thing before the game, but he was like, "You've seen it in how Atlanta's played this year and how the Panthers have played it, and you're going to take the uh, Panthers to cover the spread, and then the Panthers won 30-0.
Yeah, that was. And what's crazy is that like when you look at the Panthers, the box
They didn't
score on
even play
this,
good. Like the offense didn't play good.
no, Bryce Young finished with 121 yards. Hubbard had 73 yards. Their leading receiver, McMillan, had 48 yards.
Yeah,
Um,
Chuba only finished with 73 yards.
they also had 0 sacks on defense, and they shut them out 30-0.
Well, what was the hold on? I mean, they scored on a pick six, and then I'm pretty sure. No, this wasn't the one. It might have been. Did they block a kick in this game or no? I know there was like 6 block kicks yesterday. I just don't remember.
No, there's no, no block kicks for a touchdown.
No, I wouldn't. I just meant in general if they blocked a kick, because I know that for whatever reason yesterday there was block kicks in almost every game I watched.
Yeah, there was like 4 block kicks yesterday. Because the Browns had, the really impressive one with Greg Newsome. Yeah, I'm assuming something happened because Parker Romo was 0 for 2 on field goals.
Yeah. Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds, Max. You can keep talking about this game for a second.
But yeah, there was actually a lot of, I mean, turnovers like that. When we get to the Steelers game, that's another one that we'll talk about. A lot of turnovers, but you look at the Falcons' fourth quarter, they only had 2 possessions. It was turnover on downs and then a fumble.
Fuck.
Um,
Can you hear
you
me?
look at the Falcons' third quarter possessions, it was turnover on downs, interception.
Max, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, you look at the Falcons' 2 drives, and the second quarter, it was a punt and then a punt. And then in the first quarter, Falcons' 2 drives, missed field goal, missed field goal.
It's crazy too because
Um,
the Falcons were playing so bad that they put Kirk Cousins in.
yeah.
Fucking crazy. I don't know how you get to that point, but it
Well, when you're
happened.
losing 30-0, might as well.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't
I mean,
I don't disagree with you.
it's a weird game, but I mean,
It's so
Carolina
random
makes a
though.
statement. Yeah, Carolina makes a strong statement.
Yeah.
Obviously, that does not change my impression on Carolina.
No.
It
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 changes my
would,
impression of the Falcons.
yeah, it would have changed my impression more on Carolina if Bryce Young had like a 275 plus passing yard day.
But they barely did anything.
No, so
They kicked fucking 4 field goals.
it's just a weird shutout. It's just a really weird shutout.
Yeah, it was very random, especially with how the Falcons were playing. Because they looked
Yeah,
decent. But
I don't know. That's why they say any given Sunday, just like how we'll get to the Browns game. Any given Sunday, things can happen.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, weird game. But next, um, Marcus Mariota was dicing up Raiders.
Yeah, dude, that game was nuts.
41 to
Like,
24 was the final score. Um, Trey Tucker had an unreal game,
yeah, that's my
absolutely
dog.
crazy
That's
game.
my dog.
UC Bearcat,
Yes, sir. You see,
but
baby. 8 for
yeah,
145 and 3 tutties.
on 9 targets. So
If
I mean,
anybody that sees this is started Trey Tucker in fantasy, you're the luckiest person on earth.
he had like 49 points in fantasy.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns. Like what? That's
Yeah,
nuts.
but
And they still lost. He scored all 3 of their touchdowns. They lost by fucking 18 points
yeah, both quarterbacks
or
had a solid
17.
game. Geno Smith had a really good game, of course, 19 to 29, 289, 3 touchdowns. His quarterback rating 132. And then Marcus Mariota 15 to 21, 207. one touchdown,
I'll tell
quarterback
you what's
rating of
really crazy.
118.
You know what's really crazy? I feel bad for him, but Aston Genty, I saw a thing that apparently this year he has 143 rushing yards and has 145 rushing yards after contact.
Mm.
So that means that he's got more yards, or he's got negative yards when he's getting tackled in the backfield. But if he breaks the tackle, then that's where he's got all of his yards,
Yeah, that's just
like out of the backfield, like
that
when he's
won't.
fucking running. That makes no sense to me. Like, and they're feeding him
Well,
too.
I mean, Commanders did have 5 sacks on the day, so that kind of helps explain their
They
O
had three
line.
people with rushing touchdowns as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that game was also a weird game. You would think that the Raiders having like their start, like everybody starting that they need to be starting, they would play a little better than losing to Mariota and letting them score 40 points.
Also, I was surprised to see Chris Rodriguez leading the team in rushing attempts.
Yeah, I mean they also didn't run it a lot. Though.
No, but I
Like
still
with
just like,
one person. Well, I
yeah,
don't.
I just would have
I'm
thought
confused.
Krusky Merritt would have beat
Do
it.
they like Bill Krosky Merritt or what? It seems like they hate him because all I hear is he's gonna be the guy. Like, oh, now Eckler tore his Achilles or whatever. He's gonna be the guy for sure. And
And then
then
Chris Rodriguez
Chris
comes in and
Rodriguez
takes
gets
more
11
reps.
carries. Jeremy McNichols gets 4, and he only gets 8. But I mean, he also was the least efficient of all of them. Like Debo averaged more yards per carry than he did. So
Well, you look at the week before against the Packers, he had 4 attempts.
yeah, and they're not even using him in the pass game either.
No,
So
no.
I don't really know
So
what the fuck they're doing. But like there was, which is like, but this was part of it. But like there was a lot of um, special teams touchdowns this week because the Commanders had one as well, where Jalen Lane returned a 90-yard punt.
yeah,
And I'm just
yeah,
like,
they
what
had
is
a
like? There's just crazy shit going on this week.
yeah.
It's fun
Krusky
to
Merritt
watch.
has 1 catch for 5 yards on the season so far.
Yeah, isn't he like 5'10" or 5'9" or something? He's like not
Yeah,
big.
he's a good receiving back. He was in college
I'm just like,
because that's
what?
literally what it says when you click on his summary.
I mean, nobody. I doubt anybody watched him in college though. Play at like South Alabama.
But at Arizona,
Well, did he? Who am I thinking of?
Arizona.
I'm thinking of somebody else then.
But I mean, he was a 7th round pick. But yeah, well, I mean, good game for the Commanders. Mariota's been the backup, so good backup to have. Um, obviously knows the team well. I think that helps any backup quarterback when you're there for years.
Oh, it does.
So whenever
Yeah.
it is your time, you've been around the system for so long that you're just kind of filling in. It's kind of like the Carson Wentz thing. Um, but
Wait, what did you say? Who are you talking about? That's been in the system
Marcus
for a
Mariota.
while. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, he plays exactly how Jaden Daniels plays. So like, they basically, I know he's obviously not Jaden Daniels, but they're gonna play pretty good when he does come in, and they have basically the same play set up for both of them.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say about that game unless you want to add more. I want to move on to the Buccaneers and Jets game.
No, just the Raiders suck. That's all I got on
They
it.
do. They do. Buccaneers win it on a last-second field goal.
I tell you
Surprised
what,
that.
that was maybe the craziest ending to a game I've seen in a while. Where not really a while because there's been some crazy ass games this year, but the Buccaneers are about to kick a field goal to go up by 2 possessions, and then that field goal gets blocked, returned for a touchdown, and then the Buccaneers get the ball back and then go kick a field goal to win the game. It
Yeah,
was
well,
nuts.
thankfully they blocked a field goal with like 1:53 left. Giving them
Yeah.
at least a full 2 minutes to go back down the field helps.
You know what I don't get? This is like part of this game. It's like this game, but I get Tyrod's been in the league forever, but how is it that like younger quarterbacks don't throw to these dudes that are their top receivers just every play? Like Tyrod Taylor threw the ball 13 times to, which is half of his completions. He threw it 13 times. I guess it's not half of his attempts, but threw the ball 13 times to Garrett Wilson. The next highest person on the team had 6 targets. Like if you're somebody like Justin Fields, like when he comes back, and I have Garrett Wilson, and he's clearly the best play, like probably the best player on their offense. Guess what I'm
I'm
doing? I'm
learning
throwing
from
him the
that.
ball every single play.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well, not
he
literally
had
every play, obviously, but he had 10 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown
yeah,
on 13 targets. They can't run the ball. Their
yeah, he had
leading
a good
rusher
game.
was Tyrod Taylor.
Um, so Fields should definitely take notes and like realize that I should be throwing it to him.
And I mean, Baker hasn't played like insane. The hell, hasn't played insanely good, but he's still playing good enough to win. Lucky, I don't know what's going on with that. He had 25 carries for 66 yards.
Yeah,
Hopefully, he can figure it out a little bit. But I mean, Ibuka's still balling. Mike Evans looks like he's not getting the ball thrown to him a lot. This might be the year he doesn't get a
yeah,
thousand
Buggy Irving
yards.
was
He is what?
good. Yeah, Buggy Irving also had 4 catches, which is nice. Nice for
Yeah,
fantasy
him and
too.
Mike Evans have the same stats on receiving. 4 catches for 33 yards. I mean, Mike Evans had a touchdown too, but you know. But I think it's nuts that like these games, like the Buccaneers scored 29 points and the Jets scored 27, and there were 3 touchdowns in the whole game, or 4 touchdowns because the Jets had the block kick for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I forgot about the fucking pick six too. But
Oh yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
just,
Well, yeah. When the
it's
Buccaneers
just,
had that pick
yeah,
six.
it's just crazy. I don't like. Did you see when they did have that pick six?
Yeah, it was a weird day. It was a weird day for a bunch of turnovers on like
Did you
every game.
did you see the pick six
Who?
like when they had
What?
it? When they had the pick six, did you see the celebration they did where Vita Vea was doing that aura
No, I
farming
just
thing,
saw it
like
was
where
Jamal
they're
Dean that picked it off.
Vita Vea like was they were doing the thing where the people are rowing the boat and the people on the front of it dancing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Vita Vea was fucking. They were all acting like they were rowing a boat, and Vita Vea was up there like doing all the dancing and shit. It was fucking funny.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's pretty hot. Anyways, yeah, I mean that the Jets suck. I mean, unless
Yeah, I mean
they're
they're
gonna
bad.
unless they're gonna start Tyrod Taylor, which I doubt because they paid Justin Fields pretty decent money. Yeah, that I don't think they're doing much.
No.
They don't look good. Have they won a game? No, they're 0-3. Yeah, but I mean, I feel bad for the Jets. They just like not the Jets, but like Jets fans, anyways, because that would be miserable. I know it sucks being a Bengals
Yeah,
fan.
Jets fans are in it for the long run.
Yeah, sorry, I sneezed.
Um, yeah. So next game, just sad because I thought the Rams were just gonna smoke the Eagles, but
It
Eagles
did look
make a
like they were
comeback,
too. Well, they were winning like 26-10 or something, or
26 to
26-7.
7.
That's crazy. And they just came back like nothing. And you know what? I posted this today, even though we recorded on Friday. But I said, well, it looks like the Eagles listened to me and Max because they actually started throwing the ball down the field. And look what happens. They actually score points and they win.
Yeah, and then with 3 seconds left, Philadelphia
That was so
blocks
funny.
blocks the field goal. Jordan Davis returns it for 61
he was
yards.
he's
Yeah,
hustling.
crazy.
That boy
I
was
did not
flying
think he
down the
could run
field.
that fast.
And you know what's even funny too about this game is like they they couldn't run the ball. And they're like finally like, oh, you know what? Maybe we should throw it. And then they have what Jalen Hurts had. I mean, I know he didn't have crazy numbers, but he had 226 passing yards and 3 touchdowns.
That's pretty good.
And AJ Brown, they start throwing him the ball, and guess what? He plays. They score. Throw it to Devontae Smith.
Devontae
They
Smith had a good
score.
game too.
You throw it to Dallas Goedert. They score. It's like maybe
Yeah.
we should do that more often instead of just trying to run the ball 70 times a game and throwing fucking dink and dunk passes.
Well, then you look at Puka on the other end. He had 11 catches, 112 yards
Dude,
on 15
I think
targets.
he is unreal.
He
Dude,
is.
they've played their 3 games or whatever, and he has 29 no. This one, yeah, 29 catches in 3 games.
Yeah, I don't. It'd be nice to have him on a
Yeah,
team, but yeah, through 3 games, he already has 333 yards.
yeah. Stafford had 19 completions and 11 of them were to Puka.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I'll
nuts.
keep throwing it to him too, but yeah, that 1-2 combo on
I'd
both
throw it to him.
sides.
he is a dude I would probably throw to almost every play. Like, not even a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Like, every
he's
play.
insane. Um, but the weird thing is that it was not even weird, it's just odd to see so high. The Rams kicker attempted 6 field goals this game,
Yeah.
um, made 4 of them, 1 got blocked, returned for a touchdown, but
Yeah. For when they're kicking the ball, the Eagles are kicking the ball, or not the Eagles, the Rams. God damn, I'm fucking just drawing a blank. I'm looking at it. I can't even remember what I'm saying. They're literally kicking a field goal to win the game, and then they just block it, return it for a touchdown. So that's
what a
hilarious.
yeah. And that was at home. Imagine being at that game home.
That'd be nuts. Really, like you're losing 27 to or 26-7, and then they're about to kick a field goal to like end your like comeback, and then you block it, return it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, I was hoping the Eagles were gonna lose, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like the fact that they did win. I'm not surprised because eventually they were going to have to throw the ball down the field. Like it just had to happen, and they were
Yeah.
losing so bad that they just started throwing the ball down the field, and guess what? It started working. So
Lesson
it's
learned.
not
Maybe
really
maybe
not
carry that
really surprising.
onto week 4.
Yeah, I mean it would probably not be a bad idea to do that. And they
No.
play the Buccaneers next week, and they're probably going to have to throw it a lot.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to. Vita Vea's gonna be waiting for those runs.
You know, he's going to eat
Um,
Saquon Barkley's nuts. Yeah,
moving on to the next game that I was like, literally, what the fuck is happening? The Steelers and Patriots game.
yeah,
Steelers, Aaron Rodgers did not look good for the second consecutive week. 16 to 23, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick.
yeah.
And that pick was almost a pick six. So it was pretty close. Warren, 18 rushes, 47 yards.
Not great.
Kenneth Gainwell was the backup. No Caleb Johnson still.
No, he ain't playing. That dude, he's done.
No, he's not. He's probably not
I
playing
think
for
he's
all
yeah, he
season.
might not play. Yeah, he might not play this season at all.
Um, yeah. Receiving, spread the ball out a lot. Calvin Austin, 34. Jalen Warren,
Crazy.
34.
Your leading
DK
receiver had
Metcalf,
34
32.
yards.
Johnny Smith, 23. But like Aaron Rodgers said after the game, we cannot let the defense keep bailing us out. He goes, I played like shit. And he goes, so this is on me.
Dude,
And he goes, for the
they had
second straight
they
week,
had,
the
they
defense
had five.
won us the game.
They had like 4 or 5 fumbles.
Yeah, so this is absolute. So two of the turnovers were they were at the 2-yard line. The Patriots were,
Like
and
about to
they
score.
decided to pass. And then Brandon Eccles picked it off in the back of the end zone. And then another goal line was Ramondre Stevenson going down. He had a touchdown, and then while he's going down, he gets the ball knocked out. So then Peyton Wilson recovers, gets a touchback. I
I'll tell
mean,
you what, Patriots might be dumb. One, because I think that Ramondre is good enough to start, but Travion Henderson, I feel like looks like he would be a better option.
well, Ramondre had
And
2
Ramondre
fumbles, so he's
fumbled
probably
twice. Yeah, he
yeah,
fumbled twice, so he's probably in their like doghouse right now. He's probably not going to play next week. And then
yeah,
also you have Antonio Gibson, who is not really known as a great running back, but he's a really good receiving back, and he has always had fumble problems. And then you give him the ball 7 times and he fumbles. What a
yeah.
surprise!
So here, so the Steelers capitalize off the first 2 drives because they got the fumble off the first drive, Ramondre Stevenson
Yeah,
touchdown, and then next drive it's a 3 and out. They punt, get a touchdown after that. But then it was just cold silent all the way up until the fourth quarter. But
yeah,
let me read you how the Patriots drives go, starting from the first quarter. It goes fumble, punt, then a touchdown, then an interception. Now we're at halftime. Fumble, fumble, touchdown, fumble, fumble. So
that is crazy.
unreal.
You know what they're going to be doing all week? These dudes are going to be walking around with footballs like they're in high school. Just
They're gonna be
yeah,
carrying bricks
there's going to
all
be
week.
coaches. There's going to be coaches running up to them and punching at the ball and shit.
That is, I mean, out of all the games, the
That is
Steelers,
nuts.
after all those turnovers and to still win by a fucking touchdown.
That is nuts.
Unreal.
And
Unreal.
The fact that Rodgers got sacked 0 times, and Drake May got sacked 5 times.
Yeah. TJ Watt came alive finally. It's nice to see him on, stat sheet for 2 sacks. So it was nice seeing him actually like be himself. The first 2 games,
And
man, huh?
Harmon got a sack.
Yeah, Derek Harmon's first game, so that's why I didn't want him to come back. And then also, let's not forget, this was also Cole Holcomb's first game back since his season-ending injury in 2023. So he missed all of
Yeah,
2024. He's back, and then his first game, he's the one that forced a fumble on the first drive. So his first
yeah,
tackle since 2023 was a forced fumble on the very first drive of the game. Like
yeah.
I love that he's back. That is, oh, it's just great. And to think that we got all this pressure without Alex Highsmith. He was out this game. So like
Yeah.
having Derek Harmon healthy. Now Cole Holcomb's healthy. We're getting Deshaun Elliott back next week. Joey Porter's back next week.
Mhm.
And Alex Highsmith's back next week. And we still got Jabril Peppers. We still got TJ Watt. Juan Thornhill is a great safety that we so far this season. Um, like Keanu Benton's another good deal. I mean, like everyone is like, I mean, Jack Sawyer had finally got on the stat sheet yesterday.
I was
So
about to
like,
say, I'm surprised he even touches the field with your guys' edge rushers.
dude, I mean, I just I love where we're at right now and getting everybody healthy again and give it a few
Well,
weeks, man.
if I was the
And you got the
Steelers,
bye week coming up.
the only thing I would be worried about if I'm the Steelers is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but you know, hopefully.
Like, obviously, he's not gonna play great every game. He's fucking 41 years old.
No, but
But
obviously seeing week one, there's
yeah,
potential for
but
him to at least.
well, yeah, but I think part of that problem is gonna be too that your receiving options aren't great. Like, Calvin Austin can have good games. DK is good, but he also can have stinker games.
But Calvin Austin, I mean, I think he is an underrated receiver. I think he is a
I'm not
solid wide
saying that
receiver
he's
too.
bad. I'm not saying he's bad. I said he's not great. He will have like a good like he'll have a Trey Tucker type game every once in a while, like Trey Tucker just had. But Trey Tucker normally has 2 or 3 catches a week, and it's for like fucking 25 yards.
No, I do think he's poised to really show that he's like a solid wide receiver too. And given what you're saying, I don't think you need 2 wide receiver 1s on a
I'm
team.
not
So
saying
if
that
he
they
can
do.
fulfill, I know, but I think he's a perfect wide receiver 2 currently because he just there wasn't a lot. You can't judge a lot off him because he missed almost
Okay, but
all of 2024.
here's also part of what I'm saying. Calvin Austin did not miss all of last year. He played definitely last year. Didn't you just say Calvin Austin missed last year? Or are you talking about Roman Wilson or whatever his name is?
Yeah, I mixed up Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin, but
Oh, but
um
what I'm saying too is there was they had 2 receivers that they targeted that game. That's it. 2.
well, that's also Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but he targeted tight ends and running backs, but they literally throw to 2 receivers.
Yeah, but I also don't agree with Aaron Rodgers only taking 2 shots for more than 30 yards so far through 3 games. Like you're Aaron Rodgers, you have receivers like Calvin Austin, who's meant to run past the secondary. He's one of the faster running backs.
Yeah.
He's one of the faster receivers in the league. Then you got DK, who is a massive human. And
But
just
like
like we
even
saw on the first
y
touchdown of that
yeah,
game, he
he can
just
moss
threw a
people.
50-50 ball
Yeah,
up to him and he mossed
I
him.
would that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would do that a lot.
Just do that. Like we just
But
watched it happen last
this
game.
is what I'm saying too. Like the game before this one, they targeted 3 receivers, and it was Roman Wilson had 2 targets, and then Calvin Austin and DK had 4 and 6, and then everybody else was a tight end or a running back, and he threw the ball 33 times
Yeah, I
and 10
mean,
targets or no,
hopefully what he
12
said after
targets
the
were
game,
receivers.
hopefully after what he said after the game, he put some truth behind it because he, I mean, literally right after the game, he said, "Yeah, last 2 weeks I've sucked." And he was like, defense has
Yeah,
bailed me out 2 weeks in a row.
which I mean, the defense didn't bail them out last week. They lost and gave up 31 points. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah, that's true.
he Aaron Rodgers though, like I feel like there's like a cap to how good he's gonna play most weeks. Like, and it's probably around what he did last week or this past week that just happened.
Well, I think
Like,
if,
especially when you
like
have
for
Arthur Smith
example,
in your coordinator.
also for example, I think week 2, you know, that was just like a game of unfortunate mishaps of people not doing things correctly, and like that, unfortunately is going to make Aaron Rodgers look bad. But um, I mean, what can you do in those situations when you got two receivers running the same exact route when they're supposed to be going opposite ways? Stuff like that. So I think it's still on Aaron Rodgers because he is making some like just dumbass decisions. Like when I was watching the game, there was a Steelers just forced another fumble. This is in the third, and we get the ball at the 43-yard line. It's tied 14-14, and I said, "Oh, great! We just need 10 yards." 3 plays later, it's 4th and 17,
Yeah.
and both times, for one, like he snaps the ball, and Jalen Warren's on a delay route, and like just watching that play the whole entire time, he he doesn't even look at Jalen Warren. And so then what does Aaron Rodgers do? He runs to the left where Jalen Warren is running his delay route. Why? Why?
Yeah.
So then, of course, when he runs to the left, everybody else runs to the left. And then he throws it to Jalen Warren. And, like, obviously, there's three dudes right by him. So the ball goes flying up in the air. And he's
Mm,
so lucky he didn't get picked. But it's just like, it's just some of those plays. And, like, we're on the 43-yard line. It's tied 14-14. The offense has stunk. Like you have to get 10 yards to put us in scoring positions, and that's the best thing that you can come up with through 3 plays.
yeah.
Um,
I think that's
it
also
just
Arthur Smith. Arthur
I would
Smith
say
is
I would say that, but like Aaron Rodgers has he has full control over that offense. So whenever Rodgers does not like a play, he's what they said. Chris Carter, who is Locked On Steelers host,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you already know who he is. Um, week 1, he had 13 audibles. And there's rumors that like, Arthur Smith was pretty pissed about that. But
Yeah, I
like,
mean, that's what they did with Russell Wilson, though. They were like, "Yeah, you can go out there, but you're not allowed to audible. You have to do what the play is."
but yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not doing that with him. They're obviously letting him do what he wants. So like, that's where I'm at the point where, as much as I want to put blame on Arthur Smith too, Aaron Rodgers has done this long enough, and he knows that he can take control of the offense. And at some point, we need to look at what he's changing out of because these last 2 weeks have just not been good. And
I
so
agree.
either
I agree, but at the same time, Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play football, and he probably sees stuff that Arthur Smith isn't going to be able to do anything about when he's looking at a defense and they're running a coverage that's going to cover up what they're trying to run.
Yeah, and that's why for the most part I just put my trust in him because obviously, like I said, he's done this long enough, so I would assume that he knows what to call in the right situations. But
But
you know,
and also, I didn't watch the game, obviously, but I'm going to take a guess and say like fucking 90% of the time you guys had two tight ends out
yeah, because Pat Frymuth was well, we had a lot of three tight end formations actually that game.
there. Yeah.
It would have
But that's gonna hinder what Aaron Rodgers can do.
well, a lot of those were like Jalen Warren runs. I think there was only
Yeah.
like maybe 2 or 3 plays that I can remember
Well,
that
yeah, but
were
yeah,
passing with all three tight ends.
that's what I'm saying though. Like if you have three tight ends out there and say it looks like they know we're running the ball to this spot or whatever because they do their homework. Well, if that's the case, then Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be able to really audible out into a pass or like get it to where he can switch it and go another way because there's three fucking tight
Well,
ends out there.
I don't know because you look, that's one of the better tight end groups in football that they currently
I would
have. Like,
agree.
I don't give a shit. Make it work. Like, figure out. Like I said, you've done this long enough. I guarantee you, he can think of plays, talk to Arthur Smith that he would recommend that
Yeah,
could
but
be an
if you
auto
also
play
got to
that
think
has
about
that
this.
tight end
You
formation.
also have to think about this. Aaron Rodgers almost never has had tight ends that he throws the ball to ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, he loves the tight ends. He loves the tight ends this year. So I
That's
mean,
because he got fucking 3 of them on the field or 2 of them on the field 90% of the time.
I would even consider John Smith a tight end. He lines up as slot receiver sometimes. Like he
Yeah, I mean,
actually
but a
does
lot of
line
tight
up as
ends do
slot
that.
receiver.
But he's still a tight end because a lot of the time he's probably also lined up right next to the tackle.
Yeah, dude, he is terrible at blocking.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, he is so bad.
but that if you know that you need him to block, you have Darnell Washington who's
Yeah,
6'7"
but that's what I'm saying. Like
and
that's
Pat
some of the things
Bryant's
that
just
I don't
6'5".
understand is that like if we even have plays out there where we're running three tight ends and we're running the ball, how about we just don't? Because
Put
Smith
Cameron
is.
or put Connor Hayward in
I would either just have the two tight ends be Pat Fryermuth
and Darnell Washington.
and
Darnell
Darnell
Washington's a great running
Washington
blocker.
and put Smith out to the side, give Calvin Austin a break or just something. But I hate plays where
Or
they
play
have
the fucking
all
receiver
three
you
of them.
took in the second round last year.
Roman Wilson.
Yeah,
Well, he has a quad injury, so
he played this week. Or no, that was last week. Never mind. I was looking at stats from last week.
yeah,
But you got do they have 2 receivers on their roster?
yeah.
That's it.
No. They got more than that. They got
That's what I'm
like
saying. You have to have all the
Skowronek.
receivers you can
He
play.
scored the first touchdown of the season.
Like,
Ben
yeah, that's what I'm.
Skowronek,
Oh, Skoranek, yeah, but like,
and then we had
I'm
Scotty
just like,
Miller.
that's ass.
He's
You can't have
fast.
that many. You can't have that many wide receivers. But
And it's Aaron Rodgers. Maybe he prefers it.
he does. I mean, he has had a lot of wide receivers, and but
But yeah, I don't know. I don't
uh,
know. Hope it
I'm
changes. Still 2-1, so I'll take it for now.
yeah. I mean, your winning is definitely nice, and I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying, I feel like
I
you got to get more
and
receivers on the field.
like I said, you take away those two dumbass turnovers against Seattle. Like I think there's high potential that Steelers are 3-0 right now, but like you
Yeah,
can't
but you
control what
also
Caleb
you
Johnson
could. I
does.
was about to say you also could say that about a lot of games
I know, but
because
that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I
if
feel
you took away
good.
two if you took away 2 turnovers from the Patriots, they win that game. But they also still had 3 more after that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, but anyways, the game of the week, which is also
game of the week.
exactly the Bengals and Vikings.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the backup.
I think Jake was right. I think that everybody.
Everybody that was, oh no, you're not a Bengals fan. This and that, whatever. Well, we can't beat Carson Wentz. They scored 48 on us, and a dude on the Vikings defense had more touchdowns and probably yards than the Bengals did. He had
Yeah,
a pick six
Isaiah
and a
Rodgers
fumble
had a
recovery
Hall
for a
of Fame
touchdown.
game.
Pick six and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. We were losing 31-3 at halftime.
Third of the
Yeah,
fourth
no,
is 48-3,
Browning's
wasn't it?
better. Jake Browning's better than half the league. He's better. He's almost better than Justin Herbert. I know most people aren't saying that. People are crazy. And people are like, well, Jake Browning could have went and started for another team. Well, if he could have done that, and he would be making way more money, and he would be playing
Yeah,
football. Like I
yeah.
know he's playing now because Burrow's hurt, but he's literally. You think Jake Browning is going to turn down a starting job where he's making the bare minimum like $10 million to go play as a backup for the Bengals, where he's making $900,000 a year? No, he's
Well,
not doing it.
and then also, just like we kind of both predicted, Jordan Mason had a crazy game. 16 rushes, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And how is Zach Taylor a coach?
I like when I say these stats and you go, "Yep, yep." Chase Brown, 10 rushes for 3 yards. So he
Yeah.
averaged 0.3 per
Yeah,
carry.
Max, it was like 3rd and 14 and we're down by fucking 30 points and Zach Taylor's like, "You know what? Let's run it straight up the middle on 3rd and 14." When Chase Brown has no games over 50 yards this year. None. Zero.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
I mean,
dude, people are so fucking dumb. Like I don't get it. Like cuz I saw some dude say on that TikTok that we posted. I saw somebody say, "So I'm stupid for thinking the Bengals are going to go 6-3 with Jake Browning." Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yes, indeed. That would be correct. They just lost to Carson Wentz by fucking 40 points.
Yeah.
What? Carson Wentz hasn't played starting football in 4 years probably.
Yeah, so
And
it's
they
just
brought
not a
in
good game.
that game was so bad in the 3rd quarter that they turned it off TV. Like, it was not on the channel that it started on. You had to go look for it somewhere else. It was that bad. They had some dude I'd never even heard of. They had another backup come
Max
in,
Brosmer.
Max Brosmer, and the Bengals put in Brett Rippon. What? Like, how does
Hey, but um
uh, dude, Zach Taylor has a job after this year. I might not watch football next year.
he's gonna have a job.
Yeah, it's because the Bengals are like, well, why
He
would
got
we
you to the
not?
Super
Why
Bowl.
would we fire him? We're paying him. What do you mean?
When you think about it, they really have the same logic with this like the Steelers do. Just make the Super Bowl, and then you got a job for life. I mean, Mike Tomlin
But Mike
has
Tomlin's never had a losing season. Zach Taylor has a losing record for the Bengals.
yeah,
Like, he has lost like 12 or 13 more games than he's won.
yeah, it's not a well. The Vikings defense came to play. Had 4 sacks,
Thank
a lot
God
of
for me,
turnovers, a lot
not
of
realizing
touchdowns.
that I have the Vikings defense in fantasy because they got me 39 points or some shit.
Hey, Steelers got me 32 points.
And I tell you what, Jake Browning, I know, like, I still don't think he's like absolutely terrible. I never said I thought he was terrible. I just said he's not good. He is going to start, like, they're not trading for a quarterback. It's the Bengals. They don't make in season trades. That is not going to happen. And if you're getting outperformed by Carson Wentz, you got a problem.
I mean, badly.
And the thing is
Outperformed
too is
badly.
he's still throwing dumb passes. Like this season, he's 3 touchdowns and 5 picks. And one of the picks that he threw this against the Vikings, he was like moves up in the pocket and runs a little bit to the right, and the dude's running across, and there's a guy standing right where he throws the ball. And Harrison Smith tips it, and then they just catch it and return it for a touchdown. That was the first one Isaiah Rodgers had.
Yeah. Yeah, start of the fourth, it was 48-3. So
The start of the 4th. That's a college game. Yeah, Jake Browning, he's gonna come in and we're gonna win so many games. Like I said it last week. This is the one game that I thought we have a chance of winning because JJ McCarthy's not gonna play.
yeah, and the schedule just gets
They
tougher.
scored 48 points and we scored 10. We play the Broncos next week, and they have a defense that is just as good as the Vikings, if not better. And like you could probably go either way on them. And then we play the Packers. They have another great defense, and then the Lions. Like we're not winning any games probably until Burrow comes back. We don't win any games, he's not coming back this year.
No, there's no point. There's definitely no point. Yeah.
I could literally jump off my roof and land on my neck if I did.
um, I mean, we both sat here and said this was how it was going to go.
Yeah,
So
like realistically, the winnable games that we have, which I don't even think they're winnable. Uh, Pittsburgh, we're not winning. TJ Watt's gonna be like all over his ass. The Jets,
hey, just before you go on though, I did want to bring this up earlier. No, I just want to bring it up again.
hmm,
I really do think the Steelers have the potential to have like a top three defense once everybody comes back, and then our bye week is week 5. So like with the early injuries that we've had, and everyone's coming back. None of them were like severe injuries. Like the defense looks loaded. I am so excited for the bye week to come up. But yeah,
yeah,
go on.
okay, um, yeah, but the Jets, they could have Tyrod Taylor starting or whoever, doesn't matter. They're winning. Caleb Williams, well, he looked like Jesus this week, so
Yeah, they
I
did.
guess that they're probably beating us if they're playing like that because it looks like their offense is starting to get Ben Johnson
Romeo
into it, like
Dunze,
where
Luther
they're moving
Burden,
and like
dude.
doing their shit. And then we have a bye week, and they're gonna probably be like, by that time they're gonna be like, yeah, Joe Burrow's probably he's not coming. He's probably gonna retire. Um, Patriots probably not winning that game because Drake May will sling his dick on us.
I
And
mean,
then
he was against the Patriots. I mean,
Baltimore,
against the
Buffalo,
Steelers.
Baltimore, Buffalo, then Baltimore again. 3 straight weeks.
Mm.
Guess
Yeah,
what?
you might
Guess
give
what?
up combined 150 points.
Max, we're gonna be like 2-12 at that. And people are like, "You're not a real Bengals fan, dude." I just am calling it how I see it.
Yeah,
Zach
I
Taylor's
mean,
dog shit. Zach Taylor
it's being
would
truthful.
not. Zach Taylor wouldn't have a job if he didn't fucking know Sean McVay's name. He was the QB coach for the Rams and then got a head coaching job for the Bengals. You know who does that? You know, the only team that does that? The fucking Bengals. Why are we hiring a fucking QB coach as our head coach? Oh, it's because he fucking knows Sean McVay. Duh. What? That's so fucking stupid.
There's always time to turn it around.
Yeah.
Still 2-1.
Yeah. Max, we're probably gonna end up with like a top 10 pick.
Hey, that's not
Maybe top
bad.
5. I don't disagree that it's not bad, but
Could get Dylan
th-
Raiola.
no, they're gonna fucking he's not eligible for the draft. But they
Yeah, he has another.
they are probably if they get a top 10 pick, there'll be a fucking generational lineman there and they'll probably take another receiver.
Or you might take the lineman and he just sucks.
That or that, yeah. I mean, Jonah Williams, according to Nick Saban, is the best player he's ever watched. That's what Nick Saban said about Jonah Williams. He's the best player I've ever seen, or some shit like that, or best pros, something like that. And guess what? He's dog shit. He
Yeah.
sucked. We took him 10th overall. He sucked.
Yeah,
So,
he was bad.
and guess what? We've
Um,
had the same player personnel, dude, for fucking 20 years. Duke Tobin. He sucks dick.
yeah, it's probably time to move on.
He's he was there when Marvin Lewis was coaching, like almost the whole time. He's still there. He doesn't do anything because Zach Taylor's the GM.
Yeah,
All right, I'm done.
you
Yeah, we can
probably,
be done
you
with this
just,
fucking game.
yeah, you need a clean sweep. Anyways,
And a
enough
clean
said about
sweep.
that game.
Yeah.
Obviously,
No. Yeah,
Jake was right.
they should literally get rid of everyone in the organization that is not a player. Everyone. D
But
coordinator, offensive like Al Golden, dog shit. They literally run zone the entire game and people just go find pockets to sit in and they're like, I'm open. And then they get 15 yards.
well, college is different from the NFL.
Yeah, Al Golden.
No.
Fuck you.
All right, next game on the list, you got the Colts, Titans. Definitely thought this was going to end up how it was because Colts are, red hot to
I
start
didn't
the
think that.
season. And
I didn't think the Titans were scoring that much.
no, I mean, third play of the game was a pick six, so that kind of helped
Yeah.
kick off the game for the Colts.
Yep.
But other than that, Cam Ward didn't throw another interception. Finished 219 yards. Daniel Jones, 18-25, 228, and a touchdown.
I felt
Jonathan
bad for Cam
Taylor.
Ward, dude.
Jonathan Taylor, another great game. 102 yards on the ground.
He's so nasty, and I think I talked about it last week, or maybe like probably was last week, but he looks like he might be back to Jonathan Taylor of like 2 or 3 years ago when he was
Yeah, it
just
does.
had like 1,800 yards and was just absolutely shitting on everybody they played. He had 162 yards last week or something, and like 40 receiving yards, and then this week he had 102 yards, and then he had 16 on catches, but he had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they look solid. Their defense looks good too. I mean, even with that pick six, they still had 4 sacks on the day.
They had
Yeah,
a pick six, and then they sacked him 4 times. Like Cam Ward, I feel bad for him. He's got a shit head coach who was the Bengals offensive coordinator that got a
and a
job.
shit
I mean,
line.
he literally got a job for not calling plays for the Bengals.
Yeah, yeah, and just
How's that
a
happen?
terrible line to help him.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and
I mean,
no run game to help.
yeah, that helps. Um,
Fucking crazy.
Same, yeah, but I mean, we said this earlier in the week.
And Calvin
Colts.
Ridley, I didn't watch that game fully because I had it on Red Zone because I was obviously watching the Bengals get their ass beat. But Calvin Ridley had 7 targets and 1 catch.
Yeah,
Like
not
I
good.
don't, and I know he's got drop.
Brian
Like
Thomas numbers from week
he's
1.
had drop problems before, but I just didn't. I feel like Calvin Ridley's normally like a very good receiver, but he's
He is.
hey Penny.
Yeah.
I mean, the Colts are they look like they're going to be a decent team.
Yeah, your defense looks crazy so far. Yeah, we'll see, but it's good 3-0 start.
You think before the end of the year, if they keep playing like this, they're going to extend Daniel Jones?
Like, I mean, they could if he plays like this. I'd lock him up
Because
for
I
3
mean,
more years at
he's
least.
not turning the ball over, and through 3 games, they've punted once.
Just lick my AirPod out of my ear.
Did you hear what I said?
No, what'd you say?
I said they've not they don't turn the ball over. I don't know if they have any turnovers this year, but they don't turn the ball over, and they've punted the ball once in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's absurd. That's ridiculous.
Because it
Um,
looks like Shane Steichen's really figured it out for them.
yeah, yes. Um, yeah, and then, Jim Irsay dies and his 3 daughters take over, and then
Well, his one daughter is
they're running the show, and they're
his one
3-0.
daughter, the one that, like, is the main one that was, like,
Yeah,
already
on the
doing stuff with the
sidelines.
team.
Yeah.
She's on the sideline with a playbook. Like, I wish that the Bengals had an owner that cared that much.
Well, and that's what people were saying. They're like, "Why is she trying so hard?" Like, that's a good
Did you
owner.
Yeah, but
She's
do you hear
literally
what she says, though? She says, "Yeah, I wanna be down there. I wanna know what these people are saying and to see if they're doing the right stuff and if they're gonna like, if these are the right people for the job. I wanna be able to hear what everybody's doing."
yeah,
And, like, if they're
smart.
making these calls, like, the right calls. Like,
It's smart.
if you think
Yeah.
she's doing too much, she's literally trying to be hands-on with a team that she now owns because her father.
Yeah, literally, her doing too much is literally, like, the best thing that an owner could do
Dude, if I was a
for
fucking
their
owner of an
organization.
NFL team, I'd probably be doing the same shit just for fun.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Like, I probably wouldn't be, like, sitting there like, yeah, why are we calling this fucking play?" What's like, I don't know if she's doing that, but, like, I would probably be doing the same shit.
Yeah. Um,
But that game was a
yeah,
blowout.
good
Colts are
start.
good. Titans look like dog shit. They might get the first pick in the draft again. So,
So I
and
got next.
Brian Callahan's also on the hot seat for sure.
Um,
The Colts or not the Colts, the
Obviously,
Packers and the Browns are the next game.
as crazy as the Colts are 3-0, what's even crazier is the Packers are not 3-0 because the Browns beat them 13-10.
You know what's funny is we literally were like, yeah, they're about to beat the shit out of the Browns and they're gonna fucking do whatever they want. And Jordan Love had 183 passing yards and they had 31 carries and for 81 yards as a team. And Josh
That's just
Jacobs'
not.
touchdown streak's gone.
Um, yeah, that unreal. How do you predict that? I mean, um, obviously, anybody that has watched podcasts or listened to Sports Center, we don't really need to go over like the first half of the game because this has been mainstreamed for the last 24 hours straight. Um, but
What
the way that the Browns won that game
was nuts. That game was crazy.
at 27 seconds left in the game, Cleveland blocks Greg Newsome, the second blocks the field goal. So they are starting their drive with 21 seconds left at the Cleveland 47-yard line. First play, Green Bay, neutral zone infraction. They move it up 5 yards. A pass for 3 yards, an incomplete pass. Now it's 3rd and 2 at Green Bay's 45 with 12 seconds left. Who's he throw it to? David Njoku, right down the middle for 8 yards. That gets him to the 37-yard line. And then, was it Smith?
Schmidt, yeah.
Schmidt,
The dude that can't make
55-yarder
a
to
kick
win.
the dude that can't make a kick against the Bengals drains a 55-yard game winner against the
Unreal.
Packers.
Unreal.
It
Um,
is so funny.
and that was at Cleveland, too.
And I'll tell you
Imagine being
what
at that game.
I'll tell you what too, Quishon Judkins is looking nice.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah, he is.
nice, and it looks like they're not using any running backs besides him.
No. And I probably
Like,
wouldn't either if Judkins was playing that good.
dude, Dylan Sampson had 1 carry. And then the rest of their team, Jerome Ford had 4 catches, and Quishon Judkins had 1 catch, and that was all their running backs did.
Yep. Um, yeah, I mean, games like that happen. Cleveland's got a really good defense. So, like,
Yeah, and
out of
they
all the,
kept up their like I said it too, like when we were talking about the game on Friday. The thing that's gonna like that the Cleveland has too is their run defense. They allow before this game they were allowing 2.3 yards a carry. This game they allowed 2.6 yards a carry. They had the Packers ran the ball 31 times and scored and had 81 yards.
yeah,
You're not
just
doing shit.
no, you're not.
The Browns had 19 carries with their running backs and had 96 yards. They had literally what 12 less carries and had like 15 more yards.
Yeah, it's not going to get you anywhere really.
And Joe Flacco's still Joe Flacco. He's going to be slinging the shit out of the ball whether he completes the pass or not. But is if they're winning because their defense, then that's how they're going to win.
Yeah, yeah, great game for Cleveland.
That was
Way
a
to get your first
crazy
win.
play.
Next, we have. I mean, if you didn't see this coming, I don't know what else you were expecting, but 44-13 win for Seattle over the Saints.
Yeah, not surprised. Somebody,
Nope.
it's funny. There was another TikTok that we posted, and it was about the Seahawks, and we were like, "Yeah, the Seahawks are probably even with their backups going to beat the shit out of the Saints." And some dude said, "Spencer Rattler's about to sling it all over the Seahawks." And then somebody commented under it after the games and was like, "Are you sure? Like, you sure about
Yeah, I mean
that?"
Sam Darnold had a great game, 14 of 18, 218, two touchdowns. They didn't do great running the ball, 16 for 38, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, that's a
And then
nuts.
their backup, George Halani, 10 for 27.
Dude, the fucking Seahawks played three quarterbacks this game. I didn't even notice that until just now.
I only have
Sam
two.
Darnold, Drew Lock had two passes, and Jalen Milrow had a run.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had a
I
run.
didn't even know that. And I'll tell
Then
you what,
Torrey Horton had a
Jay,
95-yard punt return for a touchdown.
yeah, he's pretty nice. He had a touchdown week 1 too. But JSN is gonna be climbing the ladder of best receivers in the league.
Nasty.
Dude, he is so fucking good.
5 receptions,
I love
96
JSN.
yards. I'm so
I'm
happy I got him
pissed.
in fantasy.
I'm pissed because I wanted him in both my leagues. I wanted to get him, but the one league I was fucking sleeping until round 10 because I didn't remember what time it was. And then in our league, somebody took him right before was about to get him.
That was me. I took him. He's on my team.
Yeah. So you know, he looks
So,
nasty. I mean, Cooper
fuck
Cup
you.
obviously is getting older, so he's not going to be playing amazing. But he also has Sam Darnold as his quarterback, who's not great, not bad, whatever. But like I said too, with Sam Darnold, he's going to get a couple more weeks in the playbook, and they're going to end up being a better team. And it looks like they are a better team, even when their bad defense is injured. I don't know who ended up playing in that game defensively, but their defense is good. Their cornerbacks are big. Their cornerbacks are fast. Like Devon Witherspoon might be the top 5 corner in the league or top 10, 8, whatever. And like the Saints just their rosters dog shit. Like
Oh, it's bad. Yeah.
they ended up playing Tyler Show that game,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
guess what
they're
he did? 0 for 2. And Kamara, like he's never been a great runner. He's mostly just like a really good receiving back. He had 18 carries for 42 yards.
it's just not going to do much for
And
you.
like the receiving options aren't bad for the Saints, but they're not great either. Like your number one's Chris Olave, which if he gets touched, he gets a concussion, unfortunately, because he's had 50 of them. Because every quarterback he's had throws hospital balls for him. And then you have Rashid Shaheed, who normally is a guy that just takes the top off of a defense, but he has not done that really this year, and he's been
No,
more of a
he
normal
hasn't.
receiver. Because the most receiving yards he has in a game this year is 52. But he's getting a lot of targets and he's getting a lot of catches. He's just not going deep. I don't know if that's a new offensive coordinator or what, but it's also might be Spencer Rattler's dog shit. But you know, either way,
I
the
think it's a good mix of both
yeah
for their situation.
probably is, yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game, Chargers Broncos, and Chargers. I mean, you look at the spread, minus
Fucking
two and a half,
snuck that one out too because the Broncos were
exactly
winning.
how the books predicted it. Yeah, that was kind of like a good insight. You know, these two are
Very good defensive teams that
some of the better teams that we're going to witness this
yeah.
year. And then being that close in this game, I think helps prove that. I mean, neither quarterback had a fantastic game. I mean, Herbert had a lot of yards. He 28 of 47, 300 yards, touchdown, and a pick. And then Bo Nix only threw 25 times, you know, had 153 yards and a touchdown, you know.
I tell you what, um, I don't know how the fucking Chargers would even win this game because I was watching, like I was on my way home when this game was ending because I was at my dad's house watching and he lives an hour away. So, but I like the Chargers scored with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to tie the game, and then somehow they got the ball back so fast that they had hold on. The Broncos went 3 and out on their next drive and got the Chargers got the ball back with a minute and 53 seconds left. So
Yeah, that's a
you're
it's a
you're
really quick.
giving the Chargers a minute and 45 seconds basically to go and win the game because whatever plays you're calling obviously aren't fucking working. Like they
No, it's
but
not.
and
Yeah,
they,
that only took 48 seconds off the clock, so you're not really putting yourself in a good position.
and it's I feel bad for Bo Nix too because I know Troy Franklin had a great game last week, but he's not doing that every week. Obviously, if
No, God
you,
no.
they're like kind of like how the Steelers are with their receiving options, which it sucks for them because obviously Evan Ingram was hurt this week. But you have Cortland Sutton, and then your number 2 receiver is on any given week either Troy Franklin or Marvin Mims or whoever. Like their second most catches on the team was 3, and it was R.J. Harvey, so he had 14 yards. And that was their second leading receiver was 14 yards.
And just yeah, they definitely need some extra help
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is too
besides
is like
them too.
Marvin Mims. It seemed like he was going to be playing a decent amount, but he has not done shit. But
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, but then you
it's
got the Chargers. Quentin Johnson's having a really good year
dude,
already.
he's
Ladd
balling.
McConkey only
He's
had like
balling.
43 yards on the day.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me too because it looked like Ladd McConkey was set up for a really big year, and it doesn't seem like he's getting down the field targets that much. He seems like he's doing what Keenan Allen normally. And Quentin Johnston is just it looks like he figured out his hand situation because he couldn't catch shit his rookie year. Now he's
Yeah, he looks
catching.
10 times better.
Yeah, he's looking nice. But also about this game that I feel that sucks ass because of how many injuries have been happening this year. Najee Harris played has played like fucking 10 snaps this year or some shit, and then he was getting a ramp up in production, and then he tears his Achilles.
Yeah, it's just
It's
how it be
so shitty.
sometimes. You know,
It's just ass, dude. There's just I've like they got to
good
put
for the
like an extra.
Steelers because that could have
They
happened to them.
Yeah, but they got to put like an extra bye week in or something
Yeah, 17
because there's
weeks,
just so many
18 weeks
injuries.
total. Yeah,
It's crazy. And like they basically have like 2 months of being off and then they or a month and a half or something. And then they come back and they're already like just going hard doing all the shit. It's like you got to I feel like eventually just add another bye weekend or something.
yep. Um,
But whatever.
so kind of like you were mentioning with Tyrod Taylor, and Garrett Wilson,
Mhm.
Mac Jones does the same thing with the 49ers.
With Ricky Pierce
Chris
and McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
Well, it was Ricky Pearsall had 8 catches.
Yeah, so he was targeted 11 times, and then Chris McCaffrey had 10 catches. He was targeted 15 times.
I'll tell you what, that motherfucker, he's not very like explosive running the ball is like he used to be, but he could be a receiver.
Oh yeah,
Like he
yeah,
doesn't remind me of this dude in the same way, but in terms of receiving, he kind of does. Le'Veon Bell, like you could literally play Le'Veon as a receiver,
yeah. So he finished
and I feel like,
140 total yards that game.
and he had 52 rushing,
Yeah, so
and
good for fantasy.
and also
Really
I
good for
do want to say
fantasy.
this as well. Uh, I posted a TikTok of us talking about Mac Jones. We were like, yeah, they're probably about to make him their starter or whatever. Obviously, joking. They just paid Brock Purdy, and somebody goes on there and goes, "Do people on TikTok really think that they just paid Brock Purdy to sit on the bench?" I'm like, obviously not.
Yep, totally.
Like, yeah, we just full on believe that they just paid him to sit him on the bench, which the Falcons literally did that with Kirk Cousins. But anyways, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought there's no way people like see how we were talking about that and I thought we were serious. Like, yeah, I think Mac Jones, the dude that's fucking been dog shit basically his whole career on the Patriots, comes to the 49ers where they have a dude that's taken them to a Super Bowl and to like multiple NFC championships or like one or whatever it was, after 2 of them, whatever. And they're gonna fucking start Mac Jones when Brock Purdy's healthy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
yeah.
we actually think that. We're actually the
But
GM of the 49ers.
this game, though, what was surprising is that Cardinals take the lead after a safety with 3 minutes left in the game. So
Yeah.
going into the fourth quarter, the game is tied 6-6.
Dude, that
Um,
game was garbage.
yeah, so they get the safety, and then 49ers kicked that game-winning field goal. It's only for 35 yards, so it wasn't.
Hey, but it's kind of testy if you're a 49ers fan because you've had Jake Moody missing every kick the last couple of years.
Yep. So
And
new
now they got
kicker
fucking
and
Eddie
different
Pinero. And
different result. So
yeah, I mean, that whole game was just ass. And also in this game as well, speaking of injuries, when I
James
said
Conner,
Trey Benson was going to have a breakout game and take over, I didn't think that taking over was James Conner's going to snap his leg in half. And
or maybe he snapped James Conner's leg.
yeah, he put on a 49ers uniform and went out there and tackled him and was like, "This is my job."
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, even before James Conner got hurt, he was playing bad. Anyways, he had 9 carries for 22 yards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was playing
He's
bad.
and Trey Benson had 10 carries for 42 yards, so he's obviously looking better still. Anyways, but yeah, and I mean, and he had fucking 3 catches too. Like I think, and he's a younger back. Like James Conner's like 31, so
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to come
I
back from
think,
that.
no offense to James Conner, I hope he gets healthy, but I think after the season, there's no way because he's out for the season. There's no
Yeah.
way that he should be on the team.
Nope.
But
I would move along with Trey Benson.
and also, I know we were talking about Kyler Murray last week and like saying how we both like him and like he looks like he's playing better, but the 49ers defense isn't that great this year, like it usually is. Oh, also Nick Bosa's out for the season as well. Don't know if you saw that.
No, I don't know if I
Um,
did not know he's out for the season.
yeah, he tore his ACL. Um, but
Yeah, that sucks.
dude, it's crazy. I'm telling you, injuries everywhere. Like Joe Burrow's basically out for the season. Brock Purdy could get hurt again because he's got fucking turf toe. Every time AJ Green had turf toe, he'd come back and get hurt again. Like,
Yeah.
but he's got like the obviously less severe turf toe or whatever. And like, there's just
And that could
Jaden
be Joe
Daniels is
Burrow.
hurt. Like, it's just crazy. But I think if the Cardinals, which I know it's a division game and they know how each other play and shit like that, but if the Cardinals don't have a decent year this year, I think Kyler's got to go. And I love Kyler. I like he's
No,
fun to
yeah.
watch,
It's
but
time.
it might be time for him to go because it's like his fucking like what he's been in the league for like 7 years now or something. Yeah, it just might be that time. I'll tell you what though, this honestly could have been the biggest surprise of the week for me. The next game, the Bears and
Cowboys
the
and the
Cowboys.
Bears? Yeah.
Caleb Williams played
Um,
like he was fucking Peyton Manning on the
they had
fucking
2 yards
Broncos.
short, 2 yards short of 300, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, nuts, dude. He was
Yeah.
balling.
I have him in fantasy in my
And
other league, so
and
that's great.
it looks like Luther Burden might be that guy too because he was balling that game too.
Yeah.
They were just nasty.
Yeah,
And
their whole receiving core was,
yeah,
getting involved. They had 4 touchdowns with
mhm.
DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, Romeo Dunze, Luther Burden.
And I don't know if it's their offensive line or what, but they got to do something about running backs. They got to get somebody. If they had a decent running back, because DeAndre Swift has not been good since he left the Eagles. Yeah, they got to do something like that.
Yeah.
Go trade for running back or whatever. There's running backs you could definitely go get that aren't playing that guarantee you could be better.
Well, I face this tough decision every week now with TJ Hawkinson finally getting, the ball more. He
Yeah,
had 17 points in fantasy for me. But
well,
I've
that's
had
because of the
Jake Ferguson
touchdown.
on my bench. So, you know, I think Jake Ferguson
13
might
for
have to
82.
I think Jake Ferguson might need to be starting ahead of TJ Hawkinson in my fantasy
Well,
league.
especially
Or
now
yeah, oh yeah. With
because
CD
CD's
Lamb
fucking
out,
out for 5
yeah,
fucking weeks at least
Ferguson's
or
gonna
some
have
shit.
he's gonna 14 targets, 13 catches, 82 yards, like unreal. So
Yeah,
he's been their like number one this season.
yeah. And
Um,
it's funny too is the Cowboys were losing so bad that game that Joe Milton had to come in, and then Joe Milton threw a pick.
yeah, not
Fucking
good.
threw 4 passes and or 5 passes and threw a pick.
But it's a good game on offense when Colston Loveland gets a 31-yard catch.
But that's all he had the whole game.
Yeah. So,
How do you
but
draft
yeah,
him
Bears
as
might have
high as you?
figured it out
How
with
do
that
you
offense
how do you draft him that high and still like I
and
know
barely use
they
them.
just signed Cole Kmet to like a 3-year extension or something for like $30 million, whatever it was. But like, how are you gonna draft him that high and still not? give him the ball.
Beats me, I'd be using the fuck out of it.
I would be using all like, dude, DJ Moore, like he's good and all, and they've been using him as running back and stuff, like he's Debo or whatever. But I would be doing with the tight ends that the Bears have. I would be doing a lot of 2 tight end sets with them.
I would too.
Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland would be nasty. Like I'd be using them a lot. And Luther Burden and Roma Dunze's balling. He's got fucking like 5 touchdowns in 3 weeks or something
Yeah, I
like
love
that.
him
Four
on my
touchdowns, whatever it
fantasy.
is. It's just like, and they got like nice receiving weapons. They have a decent defense. It's not great, but it's definitely going to be worse now with no Jalen Johnson for the whole season. So, you know, not
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot worse.
great. But if Caleb Williams can play like that, like, and it looks like Ben Johnson's really figuring out their like what he's going to do with their offense, if they can do
Then the
that.
Bears can turn it around
But it
if
also
he
is
can keep
only
playing
1
like
week,
that.
and they could go back next week and play like dog shit again because Caleb Williams tends to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, and you know who else looked like dog shit?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, they're starting to chant, we want Dart.
Dude, he
I
threw
think the whole
he
fan
had
base
fucking
wants Jackson Dart.
160 yards. And Cam Scatterbo had 10 for 60. And how is he, like, I know he had the most carries, but how are you just not feeding him? He's a rookie. This is like the time, mostly on rookie running back or with running backs, the time that they're going to be at their best is their rookie contract.
Yeah.
Like, use him. Tyron Tracy is decent, but he's not explosive.
Well, he's also injured now, so that's
Who?
going to lead. Tyron Tracy's injured now.
Is he for real?
Yeah.
Dislocated his right shoulder. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And Devin Singletary's ass. He's never
so it's
been
going to
that
be,
great.
Scottaboo. This is
And
he's
this is
definitely
another thing
going to get those reps now.
This is another thing I need to know about. What is the point in the Giants randomly every week putting Jackson Dart in for like a play?
Mental reps.
I don't get it. But he just ran the ball for 3 yards. Like, I don't know exactly what all he did, if he played more than that or whatever. But
No,
what is the point in putting him in for one play and letting him run the ball? He's a fucking quarterback. If you're going to put him in for one play, let him throw it at least, because if you're letting him run the ball for one play, he's going to fucking probably get hurt eventually.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then especially too, with the week that Malik Neighbors and Wando Robinson just had, to fast forward a week, and
they combined for 11 targets and 3 catches.
Oh my gosh! I mean,
that's Russell Wilson.
So yeah, they combined for 39 yards. This is not good. Yeah, could be.
Dude, the leading receiver was Cam Scatterbo.
Yeah, we could be seeing a quick change.
Scatterbo, whatever.
Yeah,
he's got, dude. If
I'm
the Giants, you know what I'm doing?
Did you see the press conference today?
No, what they do?
He basically already said, Brian Daboll already said that he is reluctant to say who the starter is for this week. So the reporters are like,
that's what he said
saying
he said the same thing after week 1.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe
dude, I think I know. If I'm the Giants and I'm I forget his name is, but their GM or their owner, I'm firing Brian Daboll and I'm bringing in a coach that at least can do something with a quarterback. Their defense is decent. It's halfway decent. If they go and get like a decent cornerback or something, their front seven nasty.
So this is what he said today. We are evaluating everything right now. We're working through all personnel decisions, and we'll do that over the next few days. We're doing what we normally do. We're going through the tape, and I'd say we are evaluating everything.
Yeah.
So.
All right, well, since we're probably about to be done in a second, there's 2 things about this game I do want to talk about. One is, how does Chris Collinsworth have a job?
I don't know. I hate him.
Did you see that? Did you see what he did? In that game last night.
That one play.
Mahomes threw a backwards pass, and then dude on the Chiefs didn't get it. Dude on the Giants didn't get it. Mahomes runs over there, dives on the ball, and Chris Collinsworth goes, "You know what? That's a heck of a play by Mahomes there. Not most quarterbacks would think that that's automatically a fumble and go jump on it." I'm like, dude, get his cock out of your mouth.
Everybody would. Well, besides Caleb Johnson, he might not know it's a fumble, but
dude, that's
everybody
crazy.
else in the NFL would probably know it's a fumble.
And I know I said this a couple weeks ago about Mahomes being like, I still think he's the best quarterback in the league. I'm starting to fall off of that a little bit because he has had like fucking 10 straight bad weeks.
Yeah, I'm
But
starting to think Tua's up there.
you think you're funny? um, but like Mahomes has just not looked good for like literally almost half a season now. Like even Nick Wright, the dude that glazes Mahomes more than anybody, actually took Mahomes off of his top of the QB lead list that he makes every week. So I'm definitely I'm getting more down on Mahomes because goddamn, what are you doing? But I'm definitely getting down on Mahomes. But the other thing I want to talk about this game is is Travis Kelsey might be
Be
getting a
done.
little bit too crazy because this is like the second time that he's like went at Andy Reid. Like looks like he's about to fucking get in his face.
And what do we think Taylor Swift feels?
I don't know. People are speculating that she's pregnant or something.
And she goes, "Now, Travi can't be doing that."
I'm gonna make a song about this.
What was it called?
Don't yell at your coach. Don't
Can
lose
you
your
can you tell
temper.
me how the first line goes?
No, I don't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't write songs. Um, but yeah, I mean, the Chiefs win their first game against another dog, like against a dog shit team. So we're not surprised. You said the fucking Giants were gonna win, which
I was hoping.
yeah, I mean, it would have been nice, but
Well,
maybe
I
if
think I was just
maybe if
really
Jacksonville was
wanting.
playing,
I was really more so wanting that streak to end for Andy Reid that he's never started at 0-3. Um, and I just thought,
I feel like
what better time to do that than the Giants?
a lot of good coaches have probably not started 0-3.
I know, and I just hate the Chiefs, and not that I dislike Andy Reid, but
I was about to
I
say I
just
don't
don't
really
like the
dislike
Chiefs.
Andy Reid. It's mostly just the Chiefs,
Yeah,
like in general, because Andy
yeah,
Reid
Andy
was like
Reid's cool.
he was
He's
a
fine.
good coach on the Eagles too. But
Um,
yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got. I mean the college with this week wasn't exciting, so
no, it
yeah,
wasn't. But you know what is exciting?
mm,
Reds are in the playoffs as of today.
yeah,
Could change,
but
and
it's
it
gonna
might, and
change.
it probably will,
It's gonna change
because
because
you're
listen, hold
expecting the
on,
Reds to win a lot more.
I'm, no, I'm expecting the Reds to lose probably because they're the Reds. Um, because our last two series for the season. Why is
Oh, we
this
got Pirates coming
back-to-back
up,
teams? Yeah,
and the
which
Mets
I'm pretty
have the
sure.
Cubs coming up, so that really helps us out, like a
Okay,
decent
but
amount.
you have to think about it like this, Max. Do you actually think we're gonna sweep the Pirates?
Anything can happen. We just had a 4-game sweep against the Cubs.
I agree. I'm just saying. Do you actually think there's a chance that we're about to win? That'd be fucking 8 straight games.
But it doesn't even matter though, because even if we can split the series with Pittsburgh, and I would not
We're
assume that
not gonna.
Mets are
If
going to
we
sweep
split the
the
series,
Cubs.
no. If we split the series with Pittsburgh, we aren't making the playoffs because we're not splitting the
We hold
series
the
against
we
the
hold the
Brewers.
tiebreaker over the Mets
Yeah, but
anyway. So if
Max,
we
we're
finish with
not
the same
fucking
record, we're fine.
Max. We're not going to split the series with the Brewers after that. We're losing that series.
Well, but you would assume, since it's that close to the start of the playoffs, and the Brewers cannot, no, like they cannot finish any worse. I would hope that they're not fucking playing their best players a week before the playoffs.
Max,
If
it's
on the
baseball.
Brewers, if on the Brewers, they did that last year. That's why I'm saying it. Like they literally did that last year, or the last two series that they had since they could not move. They did not have their ace pitchers. They didn't have some of their best players,
Max, they can move.
and but regardless, it's the Brewers, and they still won like 7 of
They
those games last year.
they have to
So,
win if they lose 4 games, say the rest of the year, the Brewers and the Phillies win 4 games, they're not the 1 seed anymore,
oh
and
man,
they don't get a bye week or a bye series, whatever. So
yeah, well, yeah, you do. If you're the 2 seed, you still get a bye series.
did they? Oh, I guess did they change it? I must be thinking. I haven't. Dude, baseball
So
like
I
they
don't think it
change the
would matter
playoffs
either
every.
way. Just
They
it
change the
depend. I
playoffs
mean, it
every other
would.
fucking year. Either way, I mean, we play the Pirates. Obviously, they're not good, but the Mets, who we have to do better than every game, we have to win as many games as they win. Right? Doesn't matter what it
Yeah,
is. We have to win as many
but the
games.
Mets,
They play
we have a better odds though because the Mets
how?
have Look
They're
their
playing the
schedule for their
Cubs. They're playing the Cubs, who we just swept, and then they're playing the Marlins, who are dog shit.
wait, who's our
We play the Pirates and the Brewers. They play the Cubs, who we just swept in 4 games, and the Marlins, who suck.
the Marlins don't suck. They're a borderline playoff team. So I would still say we have a better end of the season than they do.
Okay, but the Marlins,
The Marlins are 4 games below 500. Like they're
I
not a bad
agree.
team.
They're not bad, but they're not. They're the Marlins. They're not fucking great. It's not like they're fucking.
I know, but our odds are definitely a lot better.
You think our odds of winning against the Pirates and
I
the
would say
Brewers?
yes. I would say right now because we just had a 4-game sweep against the Cubs and they have won 88 games, so they're obviously a good team. And I would assume some of that momentum is going to carry into the Pittsburgh series, and the Reds can sweep Pittsburgh. I'm just saying if they do, but it's home, so that adds a lot more to it. And the Pirates are struggling, and the Mets have to go play at Chicago for a series.
Well, one of those
Like,
games is also against Paul Skeene.
and you know who else is supposed to pitch that day? Hunter Green.
Hunter Green.
So like,
yes,
it's okay. That's a really good pitching match. He just pitched 9 innings and threw 101 miles per hour
see, this is
fastball in
how
the 9th inning.
Max. This is how I can tell that, which you should know because you're from around here, that you don't cheer for every Cincinnati team, because Cincinnati teams don't, in these situations, they don't come out good.
Well,
We always get fucked in these
I like our
situations.
momentum now. I like our momentum right now.
We
We're winning when
always
it
get
matters.
fucked. We won like the last 5 games. Before that, we fucking lost 15 to like 23 games.
Okay, but so did the Mets. The Mets were playing just
And
as
also-
bad. They got swept twice.
Yeah. And Max,
Okay.
we don't have any good hitters on our team. They have Juan Soto. They have fucking Francisco
But recently,
Lindor.
we've been playing better, and we've been playing consistently more better than the Mets. And considering the last 2 series and how we're playing, I'd say we are in a much better spot to finalize that playoff spot than
And
the
Max,
Mets.
you know what we're not going to do against the Brewers and the Pirates? We're not going to win 2 games 1-0. We're not doing that. That's what we did against the Cubs. We won 2 games 1-0.
Yeah, because our pitching's alive, you know? Andrew Abbott had a good game. Hunter Green had a good game.
Hunter Green had a complete game. But it's the Reds. I just don't like. I bet you like.
Well, he has no faith. I have faith.
Yeah, I don't have faith. It's Cincinnati, and it's the Reds who never do anything to try and win games.
Hello, traded for Key Brian Hayes.
Whoa, a fucking defensive player when we need somebody that has a consistent bat.
I agree, but that's one move. They did make a move. That's more than
like we have the most fucking error-prone infield in baseball. Matt McClain can't field a fucking ground ball if it's hit more than fucking 90 miles an hour, and Ellie slings the ball like it's a fucking slingshot out of his arm, and he doesn't know where it's going.
It's fine. That's why we have Daddy Spencer Steer. So
Spencer Steer's batting like 220.
He's my hero.
I love all the players on the Reds, but they're not gonna.
No, you don't. You hate the Reds.
Yep, I hate them.
All right, that's it. Hopefully,
I'm gonna go get naked and watch the Lions hopefully beat the Ravens.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, we're both picking the Lions because fuck the Ravens.
I agree.
Yeah,
all right.
That's the end. We'll see you all later. Go follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Go follow our Spotify. Leave us a rating on there. You know, give us subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on everything. And I think that's pretty much all we got, isn't it? Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, that's all of them. Oh, Apple. If you can go leave us 5 stars if you want. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I think that'll do it, and we will be back on Friday. Deuces.